Welcome in, everybody. We are going to do my sinking funds. What you will see is last week I didn't do mine, but all of the money is where it's supposed to be. I put them in to sort it, and then I never got a chance to go back. So we will kind of be doing 2 weeks in one. So when you see extra money, that's why. So first, I'm going to start with some of my savings challenges by others. This is from At Home in the Sun. I am working on July. I'm going to put my $10 in. And when I finish this, there'll be 50 for the month, I should say. And when the entire thing is done, it'll be 600 for the year. So far, I've left it in here and I haven't used it. And then I have this saver from Baddies and Budgets. It was part of her 12 Days of Christmas box this year. It saves a total of 500 once it's full, and I'm getting closer. So when I have an extra 10, I add it. This is not a super crisp 10. Sometimes it's hard for me to get in there. And when this is also finished, it'll be 500. I have no idea what it's going to, but it's going to go somewhere we need it. When I first started these, I thought maybe it'd end up going toward Christmas, but I think we're going to be in a really good spot for Christmas because I've been saving all year. And then I'll start with my sinking funds. Every week I say I'm going to put new envelopes in here, and I haven't made them yet. So I combine all of my sinking funds. My lower priority get $5, so you'll see the $5 from last week. So they're getting stuffed for 2 weeks. Tires are getting 25 for 2 weeks, so we're putting in 50. Get my tracker. And hubby needs tires, so we're gonna dip into this. 1 and 2, we're getting really close. Maybe with July closeout, it'll help us get closer too. I don't think we're gonna finish in July, but who knows? Sella's gonna get 20 plus the 20 from last week. Clothing and shoes is getting this in last week's money. Creative cash, I use this for, I like to do ceramics and painting. I haven't been doing it as much since I've been doing a whole lot of budgeting and videos. But that's what that's for. Or if, say, we want to go somewhere and it's a more creative type outing, I'll use that. Eating out should never get any money because we always use our debit card, which isn't the purpose. I should really start upping what I put in here in each week, and that's all we use. Entertainment, did I put entertainment on my list this week? I don't think I did, but it's getting 10, so I have to see. I might have to take a 10 from elsewhere. So each heart is $5. I don't like that one. Try this. So there's 15 and 20. The click art does a much better job. Gifts is going to get 20. Let's see what we scratch. This scratcher is by LV Budgets. So I'll go here. We have 5. We're going to get as close to 20 as we can. And if we go over a few, it's okay. We'll do this one. So we're at 13. Do this one so we can kind of be symmetrical. So that's 18. So we might go over if I scratch another one. I don't know if I should risk it. Everything is kind of over my smallest was a 3. I think I'm not going to risk it because I have a 3, 5. There's going to be a 10, a 6. Oh, there's another 3. I'm at 18. I might just put these in and take 2 out. And I don't have 2s. I don't have 1s. Oh, yes, I do. Hang on. They just aren't really organized. going to take out 2 and put in the 20. So we're going to stop at 18 for today, just to be safe. Because I don't want to go over like, you know, $5, $8. Home maintenance is going to get 10 for the 2 weeks. Oh, I didn't put lashes. Hang on, I gotta take my lashes. I don't have it on my envelope planner. So I use this but from the Budget Mom to plan my envelopes, and I didn't put on lashes. So that is my fault. I try to look at last week's and make sure whatever I forgot, I have in there, and I still forget. It's the way my brain works, I suppose. I'm adding it, so hopefully next week I remember to make sure I have everything I need. Makeup is getting 10 for 2 weeks. Next project also is getting 10 for 2 weeks. Pets is getting 20. And I need to take this to the bank as soon as I fill it. And then I'll just lump sum pay a payment to my care credit card. Or I might do it now since it's at 150 instead of waiting to the 160. Let me just make sure it's at 150. Let's see. It's at 150. So if I can scrounge up an extra $10, I'm going to complete that and take it straight to the bank in order to make a payment on my care credit for my pet bills. Water's getting 20. And I probably need to go make a payment. I usually just go once this gets to 100. I have 150 here. So I'll just go and make the payment. Utilities are auto deductive, but I try to keep a little bit in here as a little cushion in case we need it. It is summer, we're running air conditioning, which is always a little bit more expensive than I think what we pay for heat. Except with our utilities now, our delivery charges are even more ridiculous than they used to be. So who knows? Like, I pay way more in delivery charges than I do for what I actually use, which I think should be illegal, but whatever, it's the way the US works, I suppose. This binder as well, we're catching up from last week, so I put all my cash in here and I never went back and did my video. So we're doing 17 from last week, 24 for this week. And I'm just gonna put in as it is because 17, I'll go back and condense later. So we're pretty much a week ahead on our July. And that's okay, because who knows what's going to happen. This one we'll do once August gets here. This week we're going to do the 25 for last week, 24 for this week. And next week we should finish with the 23. And that will be exciting. I haven't decided if I'm going to put that into the bank or like straight to a debt payment, or if I'm going to use it for something else, because it'll be 351 once I finish next week. It should be, if I know how to add. Okay, hopefully that doesn't smear. Okay, and then we have our July saver. This is by Budget with Kim. I'm going to account for $20 today. We should finish the whole thing, because I already scratched a 5 and it's 25. So let's see what happens. 4. I didn't make that very exciting, did I? Because I have exactly $20. There's 8, 11, 15, which means the next one's going to be a 5. Yep. Okay, so we have 20. They're all scratched nice. I believe these were on Budgeting with Kim's coffee page. I can't be sure. I don't remember. So, yay. And we have 25. So this will go in our July closeout. And I have this one from Budget Life with Paula to start next week. It'll save us $40. Mom Kenwy is each going to get 5 this week and 5 last week, so we can cross off a 10 if we have another 10. We don't, so let's do an 8 and a 2. We never made it to the 150 before we had to erase and start halfway, not even halfway. And then let's see if we have a 10 for this one. We do, so we'll mark off this 10. So, sad story about my nails. I think you guys heard me tell the story that in the last fall, I thought I either reacted to gel polish or I got a sunburn from the light. I was hopeful it was a sunburn. So 6 weeks ago, I got my nails done and I kind of thought I was having a reaction, but they used tips. Okay, back to school, I do $10. And I thought maybe I reacted to the glue because it kind of got on my skin where the nail is. And I said, okay, so the next time I went, I had said something and they said, okay, we won't put tips. And I still kind of, same thing, really dry, but only 3 nails looked like they were bothered. Last time I went, my lady didn't use any glue, no tips, just regular ANC dip powder with the, with the products. And these 3 still reacted and the other ones are really dry. So I officially cannot have gel polish. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 left. So we'll mark off these 6. So I have been looking up and it looks like you can be allergic to HEMA, which is an acrylite that is in polishes. But I went back and looked at the gel I originally reacted to last August. I was doing myself and they were HEMA free. So there's apparently like 15 other products you can react to outside of HEMA. Okay, so somehow I have to put, okay, here, perfect. It's 4 for back to school. And so I ordered something called Polish Pops. Let's see if that's supposed to be 22. Can I tell a story and count at the same time? Absolutely not. Ooh, I forgot one. And I'm going to see. They're 15 free, like 15 chemical free plus HEMA free. And they come as a soft, like, stickery, like a thick sticker. And you put them on, you shape them, you still put them under the light. And I'm hoping they won't react. I also saw Olive in June has a gel polish that is like 14 free. So I'm going to try. Otherwise, you might be just seeing my janky regular nails. So I'm going to quick count how many I'm supposed to have here. 23. Another completed challenge. Okay, and then I had 3 extra. So should I try and start our budgeting for me scratch off? Because I usually put 10 in for back to school. So I have $3 extra. Let's just try and hope that it's not more than 3. Huh. God, it's a 7. Okay, so I'm putting in 14 today. It's okay. I'm going to pull from my cheater envelope. So I'll take the 3 from here. Actually, let me use that 2 back up. 6 and 7. So I went over a little bit for this one, but that's okay. It's all going to get used. I don't think I can have enough for back to school, to be completely honest. In fact, I think I need to have an envelope for back to school all year round. Even if I did $10 a week, it's only $520 a year, and that's going to cover some shoes and a little bit of clothes. So I need to beef this up and I need to start doing it all year round. Okay, Christmas. I usually put 10 to 15. I know I'm finishing this today because I calculated, so this should be a 12. Oh, it's a 10. Okay, hang on. Why did I think it was supposed to be a 12? So our total should be 50. let's see what I've got. 20, 45, 46, 47, 48. So I do think it was supposed to be a 12 because I didn't put money in somehow. 5, 10, 20, 30, 50. I have no idea what I did, but there's $50 there. So that is 3 finished for today. And then I have these gorgeous ones from North Country Cash Queen that I'm going to start. They are die cut with the tiniest little scratchers, and they save 15 a piece. So we are going to start those today. Little gingerbread houses. So I might be a little over on my Christmas, but that's okay. Oh, $1. Okay. I'll take it. I like low denominations. There we are. So we'll put that in there and start that for today. Tempted to do more, but I'm not gonna. So that is my savings challenge binder, which was my OG binder until I started my minis and tinies and all those things. That's where I saved for all my sinking funds. So there is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Okay, there's extra in here that should equal 140 when I'm done because it has to go to my wallet. And this is my holiday binder. And again, you are going to see some of this has money because, again, last week I didn't put them in. So happy birthday is in my sinking fund binder. So this gets skipped. Anniversary gets 4 today. Do I have another 2 back there? I'll do that. And I've been debating if I should have trackers for these. I don't know what you think. Should I use a tracker as I'm doing these or just put the money in? Bastille Day, which just passed, is getting 2 for last week and this week. And because Bastille Day just passed, we are going to move that to the back. Whoa. Before our sports. So France played their World Cup game on Bastille Day. Unfortunately, they did lose to Spain, but Spain was just the better team. Back to school isn't in my sinking funds folder, but this is where I house it after my closeout. October is going to get $5. Where is my 5? Huh. So it needs 10 from last week and this week. I have no idea where it is. And can I score? I'll mark off a 10 here. This is by Izzy Budgets. And I usually put the money in here unless I have enough to mark off one of these, and then I move it into the Halloween envelope. And also, this is new, me saving for holidays like this. I used to just save right before it occurred, and then I was like, if I put a little bit of money every week, and then once the holiday gets closer, I use other savings challenges toward the holiday, then I'll be really all set. So that's my goal, to have everything I need before I need it. This is Thanksgiving. This Autumn Vibes. They're both available on Etsy. The Autumn Vibes comes with the envelope. So let me mark off. So we have to put in 12 total. For last week and this week. So I need 6 pumpkins. Because they are $2 a piece. And then this binder doesn't go into my closeout because it's already accounted for. I'm not going to add it up again. This binder houses the completed challenges as well. So I don't want to mix up my money. And in my closeout, it's really what I save in savings challenges. So I don't even count what I put in this binder. I don't know. Maybe I should, but I don't. And then this one's the same. So each of these are $5. So I'll be able to mark one off a week, and then the extra $1 because it's $6 a week will just add up till I can mark off another once I get to that one. Still working on my pumpkins. And then Christmas, we also save here, $2 a week. So let's see. This is from Budgeting for Me. All right, there's a 2. There's a 1 to make 3. I'm going to scratch another one, and it's probably going to be a 2. Let's chance this one. Oh, it's a 3. All right, I'll put it in. So that's 6. And that's okay. We are saving for Christmas. New Year's gets 4. Valentine's is getting 4. Remember, this is 2 weeks worth. And by the time Valentine's Day gets here, I'll have like $100 in there. And then if I want to save, as holidays approach, I always do savings challenges, whether it's in my minis or tinies. Oops, wait. St. Patrick's Day was supposed to get 1 more. We don't really celebrate St. Patrick's Day, but I figured if you wanted to go to dinner or something like that, then it'll be nice to just have the money sitting there. Easter, I do buy gifts and we do meals. So Mother's Day, Father's Day, Independence Day, which we didn't really do anything, so, which is fine. Oh, we already did Bastille Day. Okay, so I'm at the front, and then sports. So I'm going to start this one. It's a save 15. And I will look up who this is by because her name is not on it. So I always put in $10. So actually, I'm going to put in 5s. Let me just see how close I get to 10. So there's 1, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10. Perfect. I think it's by Andy Fiore Collection on Etsy. So there's our 10. So it's going to go into football. So I have it for next week. Let's see what I have left. I have 100, 20, 30, 40. Okay, that's my wallet. So I need to put that aside. The rest that is left was just extra I put here as a just in case. So that will go to weekly savings challenges. Because we finished 3 challenges, we have to save $3 in my completed challenge bank, which lives in lockup. And I use the jankiest bills I can ever find in my life. And let's color in 3 watermelons. These are available on my Coffee and Etsy. It comes with my Cappy binder, inserts, savings challenges, and it has this full page saver. It also comes with prop coins. It is a whole set. Anybody else like to color? I think it is very therapeutic. Now the question is, which green did I use? Not that one. Not that one. It's so hard because the colors that come out of the marker don't look like the plastic on the marker. And why would I remember which color I used? All right, so there's that. So thank you for joining me, helping me stay accountable with my budget. Just like last week, I didn't get a chance to film. I didn't even stuff my binders. So I appreciate you and your time. I know that you can choose to spend your time wherever you wish, and I thank you for being here with me. Have an awesome day and a great weekend. Bye.